While I'm here, let me just say, before Dub comes on, I want to salute Dub. I haven't seen him in a minute. Can't wait to talk to him. What's up, Kazi? How you doing, Dank Father? Good to see you guys. Let's spread the word that that Dub Right Side is up and running. Let's get some more people in here. Thumbs up. Mute my mic until Dub comes back.
wait a man, I've been doing all this talk. This is crazy. Have y'all heard anything I said?
Not a damn thing. I thought you were just like taking care of
Hold on,
something.
wait a minute. Listen. Shout out to Picasso. Picasso, you saved me. I'm sitting here. I swear to God, I'm talking. I done been talking for, what is it now? For 15 minutes. 15 minutes I've been going in, and I just looked, and my mic was on mute. I got, oh my God. Look, I'm sitting here. I done shouted you out. Uncle EJ, I done shouted you out. I done brought you on. I'm talking good about you. And I'm sitting here like, damn, ain't nobody, do they hear me? I don't know what's going on. And then Picasso, shout out to Picasso. Picasso said, why is it so quiet in here? And I swear to God, I've been talking this entire time. Man, I've been on. I thought I was doing. My God,
listen, Dub, don't feel like you're the only. I've done that myself, and the chatters let me know. We don't hear anything. Usually I'll go on cam and they'll see my mouth and be like, "Motherfucker, you're muted."
So, and the funny thing is, this is why I did this. This is why I did this because this is my comeback. Tonight is my comeback. What I'm actually doing. The reason I'm live right now is because we about to get it popping again. I've been away for a while, but circumstances in life have dealt me the hand that is dealt me, right?
You gotta deal with it. You gotta deal and deal with life as it comes, man. We all understand. I'm going through the same thing.
And I'm playing spades as much as I can, so y'all feel to have me back in the building. The right side will it. Hey, we gonna be very consistent. And
Are you Trump tight? Or do you just got a strong hand?
Hey, look! I'll get you 7 now. I'll get you 7.
You get 7?
If I can get you 7, all I need is 3 now. All I need is 3. I'm just telling you.
Then we got it down because I got a solid 5.
Oh, boy! Hey! No, see, there you go, right there. There you go. I don't want to bump heads with you, so get where we gonna go. I don't want to bump heads with you. You know what I'm saying? I might
we bump heads all the time, but we still cordial about it. We still friends afterwards, and we still respect each other. So bump heads if we have to.
If you, I wish you would have heard what I was saying about your uncle. And it was crazy to me because I'm seeing how I was like, man, we got the OG in the building. We got my family in the building. We got my uncle in the building. Uncle EJ's in the building. Man, did you see the fight? And it's crazy. I literally have broke down the Gustavo Limon Richardson Hitchison fight for about 10 minutes. Literally, I done broke down every part of it, and nobody heard nothing I was saying. That's a damn shame. But
I did see the fight. Yeah, we could talk about the fight. I don't know if you saw my video. I did a really quick impromptu live earlier to talk about it, man. Because man, I've been disgusted with some of these channels that they automatically have these fucking narratives just to get viewers. And I just had to fucking set the record straight, man.
So, how did you see the fight? When it comes down to Gustavo? Do you want my breakdown first, or you want the breakdown?
No, go ahead. Give your breakdown first.
In my opinion, I know Gustavo Limon. I done watched a couple of his fights, and the only reason I watched his fights, I love that. I rock with Devin. I'm a Devin fan.
Right.
At 35, Gustavo Limon was the IBF mandatory for Devin. You know what I'm saying? So, depending, you never know what fight is gonna happen. So I watched some of Gustavo Limon fights, and the man is from Argentina. He hard-headed, he hard-nosed, he a dog. He can fight. I will say, I picked Devin. I think Devin picked him apart. But I could be wrong because I thought Richardson, I mess this man name up every time. Africa, I'm gonna call him Africa.
I just call him Hitchens, man.
There
I
we
like
go.
this. I love this jacket where it says "hit chin." That's what I'm calling him from now on.
There you go, right there.
Hitchens.
There you go. I thought that I thought he would be somewhere close to being able to pick him apart. I thought it would be a tough fight, but I didn't think it would be nearly what it was. And the fight that we saw, my God, the judges, whoever had it,
17-11?
117 to, oh my God,
117, 111? Yeah, that
Demented.
guy was smoking crack.
Demented, absolutely demented. You couldn't make this up. You couldn't make it up.
Yeah.
And what I saw, I scored it 115, 113 to Lamone. You know what I'm saying? I thought he won the fight. I thought it was a close fight. Now I did think it was a close fight, but at the same time, I mean, 117, 111. My God! And the thing was, last point, real quick on last point. I thought out of everybody in the fight, and I think this means something. I thought I saw Africa hurt multiple times in that fight, multiple times, in my opinion. And so, go ahead, Uncle. I apologize for cutting you off.
Oh no, I cut you off, and I'm sorry about that. Here's the thing. What I seen last night was a good fight between two. I'm just gonna call them two prospects. One not so much a prospect. I don't think Lemos was so much a prospect as much as a contender. I do consider Hitchens a prospect, or a highly regarded prospect. But I knew this fight was going to be better than what people thought. They thought that Hitchens was going to just go in there and mop this guy, and you can't go in there. And a lot of these fans go in there thinking one thing and finding out a completely different thing. And then if they don't perform the way they expected, then all of a sudden they're garbage and they're off that bandwagon. And you know me, Dub, that's not me. That's not how I'm at. I'm going to call it like I see it, and I'm going to give respect where I see it. And I saw a good fight last night. I thought Hitchens took a much needed higher level step up fight. This fight was the biggest step he's taken so far. And I thought Hitchens.
Who did you have winning the fight?
I had it a draw. Me and someone else you respected had it a draw. Me and 150 had it a draw.
Shout out to shout out to 150, man. Hey, shout out to 150. And I'm not mad at a draw. I'm mad at 17-11. That's what I'm mad at.
Yeah, I'm mad at that too. That's
what I'm mad at.
I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at the 115, 113 because it was that close a fight.
And like I said, I had it 7-5 for Lamone, but at the same time, anything that's close, you know what I'm saying? When you get into, everybody see fights differently. So when you get into those close draws, a swing round either way, those type of things going on, then I ain't got no problem with it. But when you have something as extreme as 117 to 111, that's where I have problems. And and the problem is we've seen this, respectfully to Tim Tebow, we've seen this multiple times. Yep. We've seen this. At some point in time, we got to start. You and I don't know if we need to investigate, but I mean, we need investigations or something.
We've discussed this exact situation already a couple times already.
Agreed. Go ahead.
But I had to fight 114, and
I'm cool.
If Hitchens, see, I had Hitchens finally taking the lead in round 11. I had him getting round 11, right? And that just put him over. I had him at 105 to 104, right? At round 11. And I was yelling, dude. I was on the stream with Say So, right, with 150. We were live on the stream, and we were both yelling, man. Like, my motherfucker needs to come out in round 12. He needs to put, he's on the bicycle instead of like he's confident he won the fight. And no, he did not win that fight. He could lose the fight in the 12th round.
Yeah.
You know,
who did you score the 12 for? Who did you score the 12 for?
I gave the 12. I gave the 12 to Lemos.
Yeah, me too. I did too.
And I would have given them the win if he would have knocked Hitchens down. But that's how close I had it,
but the problem was, and I think that my thing is that although, and this is where it comes into, you know, sometimes I'm not scoring the fight round by round. I know you are. I know you taking your notes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do it that way. This fight at least, I ain't had time to. But
I know you always want to see them. Here they are.
But no, I'm gonna ask you about it. I'm about to ask. Hold on. I'm about to ask you. I'm about to ask you about it. I'm about to. All I'm saying is when you have multiple runs, I never thought that Lamons was hurt in the fight, and because I thought Hitchison, I thought he was hurt multiple. I'm gonna say 2 times. I think it's possibly 3 times he was hurt, but at the end of the day, Uncle EJ, give me your notes. Let me hold on. Let me put
go. No, say what you're saying. I'll let you know what rounds I thought that.
I ain't, like I said, I ain't take the notes as far as rounds go. I'm just going off of what I remember and how I saw the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I thought he was hurt at least 2 times, possibly 3. But what? Hey, notes back up there if you don't mind. I want to see what your scorecard. We're gonna put you on the main screen real quick so I can see your scorecard.
Oh shit!
Hold on. There we go, right there.
There's the scorecard right there, the bottom one.
Okay. All right. I ain't mad at it. Talk to me. Did you think Africa? Did you think he was hurt in the fight?
I thought in round 3. He Lemos had him rocked in round 3, right around 150, minute 50, and he had him rocked in round 7 and not round 7. Hold on a second. Round 8 and 9, he rocked him. Rounds 8, so he rocked him 3 times, in my opinion.
That's what I thought. That's what I remember. So. I mean, I thought it was a good fight, but
it was a good fight. Here's the thing, and I was talking with Tony Reviews about this, right? Because Tony Reviews was arguing the fact that Lemos was connecting with the more solid, what do you call them? The power punch.
Man, shout out to my brother Tony, man. Tony, my brother, but Tony, never mind. Go ahead.
But he was saying Lemos landed more solid power punches. You know, he was landing the more devastating blows. No doubt, I agree with him. But Hitchens was landing more shots overall. This is where people argue with me, and not argue, but this is where people and I debate. Other people and I debate about, all right, where, what does one power punch equal to in just 2 scoring punches? Even if it's a glancing blow, but the fact that the glove is hitting, the knuckle of the glove is hitting everywhere that scores, either on the head, the chest, the stomach, the ribs, it's still scoring. It's a touch. I consider that. I take that into consideration. So, okay, so 1 power punch, all right, versus, if you get 1 power punch, all right, let's put it this way. You get 5 power punches in 1 round, right? You got 1 boxer getting 5 power punches in 1 round, right? Yet the other boxer is landing 20 to 25 shots on his opponent. Who do you give that round to? The 5 power punches or the 20 to 25 shots? I'm going to give it to the 20 to 25 shots.
And it goes down to how it looks a lot of times, because it depends where those punches land. So body punches, and this is the thing I think people forget. Body punches, they mean a lot in the sport of boxing, in my opinion.
They sure do.
They mean a lot, and those are scoring blows. You know what I'm saying? So, like you're saying, if somebody's getting broke down to the body, you know what I mean? Uh, am I gonna say that? Okay, and the other thing that I hate about, well, that's a whole nother story. It really it didn't play a part in that fight, in the fight we're talking about. And so at the end of the day, when you got body blows going out there, although uh, uh, um, you may be getting hit with the bigger shots, right? And that's the thing. That's where it comes, because a lot of people, when they score in fights, hence the reason you see somebody say, anyway, that's a whole other story. But a lot of times when you see big shots, them shots may not be really as big. Or the other thing is that, like you said, if you got 25, and it just depends on the scoring blows. That's really what it, in my opinion, because when say I'm pity patting a little bit, and you're gonna change speed, you're gonna change power accordingly to keep your opponent off guard. If I'm doing that, then and all them shots ain't scoring, but they're gonna be certain shots that I'm throwing that's gonna be landing, and so it's just, you got to be able to judge what you're seeing. And I think that's the beautiful part about it is that I think we all see something a little different, right, although we see it kind of the same, if that makes sense. Go ahead.
No, you're right. And everybody sees something differently. My eye is different from your eye when it comes to boxing and stuff like that. And for me, I take the scoring as a learning process. I tell everybody, just because I take notes and I score each round, I'm still learning, because some people give me advice on what to score and what to look for when you're scoring, a body shot or a power punch or something like that,
Yeah.
And depending on the level of connectivity, is that right? Connectivity? No,
that's the perfect word.
Yeah.
Are you connected with your punches? Absolutely. Connectivity is perfect. Go ahead. But my apologies.
Give me 1 second.
Well, real quick, when he's talking about connectivity, he's absolutely correct. Are you landing those shots? Are those punches effective? And when you talk about connectivity, putting your shots together, right? And this is the thing that was, in my opinion, to some degree, egregious. I thought that even though Africa, he was able to put a lot of he was able to put his shots together. When you end things with clinches, that's not what you're really trying to do, especially if you're trying to showcase your skill set. The second thing is when you're getting hit by big punches, no, nigga, you can't be clinching and be getting hit by big punches. That don't go together. And it's interesting. It
is, because I saw that's what happened in the first 3 rounds. But at the end of the fight, after the fight was over, I understood. I had a better understanding of what Hitchens was doing. All right. I'm not saying he's some sort of ringmaster. That's not it. He's still young and he's still learning a lot, right? But
and this is the thing. And I'm gonna tell you, the reason I'm as critical as I am right now is because if you listen to everybody, if you listen to Africa talk, right, Richard, if you listen to them talk, he on Devin level, he on Tank level, he on Shakur level. That's the level that he on, right? The thing is if Devin end up fighting Lamone, and like I said, Lamone was the IBF mandatory when Devin was undisputed at 35.
Right.
If he ended up fighting, man, Devin would put hands on that man. It wouldn't have been a close fight. And my problem is that Africa, he's the individual who, it's almost like he was supposed to be on track with everybody, but now he kind of 2 steps behind everybody. Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying. I expected more from him from the fight. I expected more lateral movement, and I expected him to be able to keep Lemos at distance with that jab. I really did. But in the beginning rounds, like the first three, I gave the first 3 rounds to Lemos.
Me too.
I gave it to Lemos. There's no other way you could have done it. The first 3 rounds had to go to Lemos.
he would clip it. I'm sitting here like, where's the jab at?
And the thing is, he was throwing that jab out, but it was a weak ass jab. But that jab had some snap in it at round 4. From round 4 on, that jab was not a joke. That jab was definitely flinging Lemos's head back.
Why was it? Hold on, but my question is that jab supposed to be snapping from the beginning?
Yes, that's what.
And that's why. Go ahead. Oh, my bad.
That's what puzzled me, right?
Yeah, that's what confused me. I'm expecting that jab to be. Like I say, I put him on that. I done heard them talk about him, right? I done heard the other fighters talk about him. I done heard him talk about other fighters. One of the things that he excelled at is the jab because he got the length and the range to do it. And I'm looking at him like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm watching. I have no clue. You get it, and then like you said, yeah, he brought the jab out there. But he brought it out 3 rounds.
Round 4, he brought out the jab.
Uncle EJ, I need your help. I need your help right here. What's the most important punch in boxing?
The fucking jab.
If you have a great jab, what round do you bring it out in?
I believe theoretically it should be round 1.
Oh my God. And this is why I'm saying I don't know what I'm not sure what I'm watching. I don't know what I'm watching.
What's up, Sir Isaac? How you doing?
Salute to Sir Isaac, man. Salute to Sir Isaac. Salute to Picasso as well, man. Salute to Kazi in the building. Everybody who done came through tonight, man. I just appreciate Uncle EJ. Thank you as well. You know, this is just this is the touch-up show. I'm just telling you, we finna come back in full effect, and you know how I rock, Unc. So, hey, real quick, let's see what my brother say. He said, "What's up, Dub? Floyd didn't. Oh, my bad. Floyd didn't get him the fight." Okay. I see what you're saying. No, man. When Africa was with Floyd, my God, they damn near destroyed his career. They damn near destroyed Richard Hitchens' career when he was with Floyd. But he do have the skill. I agree with you. I agree. But at the same time, if you listen to when he was speaking on it, listen to what he said. He was like, bro, although, yeah, I still need a little more. Yeah, Devin, they done been in deep. They got a little more experience. Just go listen to what he said. Not me. We and that's what we might start doing. We might start playing some of them clips. But if you go listen to what he say, I agree with your comment because that man got skills. I believe he got skills. But at the same time, I don't know if he believe he got the skills like that. What you think?
Oh shit, Raiders in the house. What's up, Raider?
Shout out to Raider, man. Shout out to Raider. Raider in the building. Go ahead, Unc.
Well, here's my assessment. All right.
Shout out to Sir Isaac, man.
I couldn't understand it. And I'm thinking after the fight, I thought about the first 3 rounds. Because one thing you did notice that Hitchens was doing was that he was breaking up the momentum that Lemos was building up with that flurry of punches that he was throwing in the first 3 rounds. And he kept clinching and breaking it up and getting his timing off, which in right is right to do. It is the right thing to do. But he didn't have that jab out there like he was supposed to. Maybe in his head he was thinking conserve strength for the later rounds, which is fine too. I've seen plenty of boxers do that. Ali is famous for doing that. But I really do think he did not expect Lemos to be able to cut the ring off. Man, Lemos cut that fucking ring off. Hitchens had nowhere to run. I don't know if it was because of the size of the ring, but Lemos cut that fucking ring off.
Hey, real quick. We and I agree with you. Huh? I agree. Hey, Raider, come on. Hey, no. Hey, I understand. The money done been put up. It is what it is. Shout out to my brother Steph as well, and shout out to Raider. Salute to Raider, man. That's the family. He the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect whatsoever. I got nothing but love and respect for you. Shout out to my brother Steph in the building. Salute, Steph. And hey, Steph. When the debate series come up, I think you should be much better prepared this year. Do your thing, my brother. Do your thing. Shout out to Mr. Jannard Hill in the building. Salute, family. He said, salute, Dub. Richard Hitchens has no excuse for his performance. He came out of the He came out of the Floyd Mayweather, or not necessarily Floyd, Big Floyd. Roger Floyd, but I mean, he came out the Mayweather gym. He spawned one of the best prospects in Moulton. Absolutely, and that man looks special. That, my God. And he's been. Jannard ain't lying. He not lying. Richardson. I mean, I keep saying Richard. Africa seemed like he should be he should be on a different level than he on right now. And it's interesting because when they talk about him sparring, you know what I'm saying? You hear great things about him in the ring as far as sparring goes. But I always say there's a difference between sparring and actually fighting, right? Yeah. And the thing is even when after this fight, he said himself, and I thought this was so interesting. This was so interesting to me because I done heard him say, and I got, hey, Ray, I'm gonna rinse you up. Ray. You know you the family, brother. Nothing, no disrespect whatsoever. I got you. But it was so interesting when he sat there and said, you know, well, I may need this fight or this fight. Devin them done had this, and he always say he can beat Devin, but when he's talking about it, he speaks on the experience Devin have in the ring versus what he have. This man is older than Devin Haney is. He's older. He's the older fighter.
Yeah, and if you notice, like, I still call him a prospect.
And but for him to have that mindset, I think he understands it as well. And I don't know how. I don't like that.
It's not that I mean to insult, his skills, but last night he was lacking a number of tools that he needed to be able to negate what Lemos had for him, and Lemos being able to cut the ring just screams lack of mobility by Hitchens, which he was supposed to have. He has the reach advantage, he had the height advantage, and he was supposed to have he was supposed to be more what's the word I'm looking for?
He was supposed to be the more skilled fighter.
Yeah, skill, yeah, but he's supposed to be more physically active than Lemos. And it ended up Lemos had a lot more drive and a lot more forward momentum, because Hitchens was on the back foot most of the nights. Most of the night he was on the back foot. When he started being on the front foot was between his round 5 and 8 is when he had Lemos on the back foot. All right,
but you expect him to be on the back foot. That's what you expect from him.
I expected Hitchens to be, on the front foot, not being forced on the back.
You expected him to be on the front foot against Gustavo Lemon?
Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
thought that
absolutely not.
listen. I expected him to be able to move laterally, right, and be able to use his range. Be able to use his range, come in with combinations, and then dart back out. He didn't do that.
That's
What he
not.
did, what he did was he started clinching a lot right off the bat in the beginning rounds. The only times that I saw Hitchens be the boxer that quote unquote he was supposed to be was in the middle rounds, and round 10, 11. Because then he was starting to show the skills that we started seeing. This was a really good back and forth fight. There was plenty of rounds that were hard to call, but I had to give it to Hitchens a couple of times because number one, he scored more punches. Yeah, he got hit harder, and he received more power punches than the power punches he put out, but he was throwing a lot more punches, a lot more accurate punches than Gustavo was. So
Hey, hold on. Real quick. I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah, you know I'm always gonna let you finish.
yeah.
Shout out to my big homie, man. The OG is in the building. Crush the legend is in the building. Shout out to my big homie, man. Much love and respect, man. Much love and respect. Keep cooking, keep cooking. You cooking.
So that all that being said, all right. Let's look at the obvious. First of all, this was by far the best opponent that Hitchens has been up against. Okay. Call it for what it is. Stop thinking that Lemos was supposed to be a pushover, because at no point in time was he ever going to be a pushover. The man's record speaks.
I never said he was going to be a pushover. I just
no. I'm not talking about you in specific. I'm just saying in general. You get these people. Here's what happens, though. You get these people that jump on this bandwagon because you have certain personalities on YouTube speaking them up. Like, one thing that pissed me off last night was the commentary. They were speaking up fucking Hitchens and not saying anything good about Gustavo whatsoever. Yet you could see what's going on. That's how come when I watch fights, I turn the sound off. Because I hate hearing the bullshit. I'm not getting on a hate train, and I'm not jumping on a fucking bandwagon. I'm a judge these fighters by what I see. I'm giving them the eye test.
Hey, real quick, Unc, man, I apologize. Uncle Crush, I removed your comment. It wasn't on purpose. I was trying to pin the link at the top. My bad. Go ahead, keep cooking and keep cooking. Keep cooking.
So, anyway, so I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon, and I'm not going to get on a hate train because of these commentators. These commentators are very skewed in their opinions. They go in there. It seems to me as though they go in there with an agenda, and they're gonna force feed you, false narratives in there. And I don't fall for it. That's like I watch the fights with the sound off, and I say my own commentary in my head or in my house, or if I'm live, or if I'm on a panel. And I knew that Lemos was going to be one of the hardest opponents that Hitchens is going to see, and I think it was a good fight. I think it was a good choice. I think that this fight proved that, number one, Hitchens could take a punch, and he took a few. Yeah, he got rocked, but he took a few of them, and he's got a decent chin. Lemos, on the other hand, that guy's got he's got a granite chin, because he took some solid shots from Hitchens, and it looked like it didn't even fucking faze him, to be completely honest.
No, well, and you got to be honest. And I saw some videos about this earlier, but that's the truth. Excuse me. Certain fighters or certain fighters from certain countries are known for certain things, right? If you look at Ukraine, when you see most Ukrainian fighters, they have pretty decent footwork. You know what I'm saying? They able to change them, and when you see the greatest of them, you get a Usyk. You know what I'm saying? You get a Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. With Argentinians, respectfully, I say this respectfully, they just got beards. They got long ass beards that, I mean, when it's somebody from Argentina, excuse me, you know that you get in a damn fight. It's a damn fight. And the thing is that I thought that, and when you get into somebody where it's going to be a damn fight, you got to do one or two things. You got to either be able to maintain that distance and pop that jab, or you're going to have to brawl with their ass. And the problem is Richard, the man ain't no brawler, but in the early rounds, he didn't even maintain the damn jab. And I'm sitting here like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? What are we doing? How do you plan to win this fight if you're not gonna have a sharp ass jab early in the fight? And that's the other thing. The one thing we understand is that when you got that sharp jab early, that sharp jab means a lot. And you broke it down perfectly. When you got that lazy, raggedy jab, that raggedy jab gets you beat up. It gets you beat up. It gets you hit.
Yeah, it does.
But when you got that sharp jab out, when you got the, and mind you, the educated jab, the range fire, I didn't see it. I seen some of it. I ain't gonna hold you. I did see some of it from Hitchison, but at the same time, I didn't see it overall. It should have been a sharp jab. It should have been an educated jab. I think he has a fantastic jab, me personally. And I just didn't see the skill set that he should be bringing to the ring. It was embarrassing. I'm not going to say totally embarrassing, but especially in the early rounds.
He might have been shocked by the power.
But
he could have been shocked by the power, honestly.
But this is the thing. When somebody hit you with power, when you the longer fighter, your jab is your best defense. It's your best defense.
It is.
Especially if it's sharp. And hold on. Wait a minute, man. We got family in the background, man. We got my big brother in the building, man. Straight out the sunny. And I gotta give. He know what I'm doing. I gotta always give him the respect and love that he deserves. Straight out of the sunny side, Houston, Texas, sunny side, baby. Sunny side. No affiliation with Jay Prince. We got my brother Rick Tim the third in the building. There we go, right? We got Rick Tim in the building. Hold on, Rick. One more. We got the great brother from I believe he's from Texas as well. He runs the War. I believe it's called the War Room Radio Show over there. We got Joseph Herring in the building, inside of himself. Welcome to the panel, family. Much love and respect to both of y'all. Rick, the floor is on you. What's going on, my brother? Hey, we back rocking.
Hey, yes. Man.
And we gonna keep rocking. Go ahead, Rick. It's on you. My bad.
Hey, man, it's good to see you back on these airways, man. I actually dropped my first short tonight, and yeah, man, I'm finally finna. I'm taking it slow, but I'm finna finally start getting this channel ready, man. I got a lot to share with the people, but after I had just dropped that first short, and I saw you was live, but initially when I first tuned in, it was all silent. I'm like, damn, what? Right side, warming up. Had the mute button.
Bro, I was talking. I talked for 15 minutes straight on mute, bro. And the reason I'm doing it tonight, because really we're gonna get started back rocking tomorrow, but I want to make sure I got to test myself and clean myself up and make sure I was on point. And I said, damn it, I'm glad I did it, because I talked for 15 minutes. And Picasso, was Picasso in the chat. That nigga said, "Bro, it's silent as hell over here." I'm like, hold on. And look, Uncle EJ, he on the panel. I'm calling him now. I'm thinking that he ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? And then I look over at my mic. My mic got the red on the background of it. I said, "God damn, I done been muted for 15 minutes." I'm glad I did it the way I did it. Hey, real quick, I gotta do this though. I gotta do this the right way, and the same way I brought both of y'all along. We got one of the greatest men, according to himself. And if you listen to his story, I guarantee it's hard to disagree with. One of the greatest men alive, the OG in the building, the legend himself, Crush. We got Crush straight out the old school dance scene. The one who done dealt with some individual that we think are great individuals, and anybody who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. So Crush is in the building. Shout out to the OG. Salute to you, salute to you, OG. Salute to you.
Salute.
What's up, Dub?
What up? But before we get to you, we got to bring on Joseph. We got to get Joseph, and then we coming to you, OG. Joseph, it's on you. Welcome to the panel, my brother.
Oh, thank you for the kind and warm and generous welcome, my friend. I tell you what, and once again, it was very good to see you in the chat on my live earlier, brother, as well as Electro Jed, who always frequents War Week Boxing. And I came because I've got some beautiful news for you guys. And because you were so kind to grace the airwaves earlier today, I wanted to give you some good news exclusive. Now, once again, you cannot say anything that Joseph Heron said it, because I'm not supposed to tell anybody in public. But I will tell you, the rumors are indeed true, gentlemen. Terrence Crawford rumors, that is. I've got it from the source. Guys, he is indeed going to come back this summer. And it's going to be against Izzy Makhmudov for his 154-pound title. And it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. Here's the best part, guys, that you haven't heard yet. It's going to be on regular subscriber DAZN, not pay-per-view, guys.
Holy crap.
This is such good news, guys.
So that's what I'm talking about.
You get the news first, my friend. How do you like that?
So hold on now. I want to make sure we got it right. We got it right now. So Bud is coming back.
Yep.
And he fighting excuse me.
Israel. Yep.
For the WBO or the WBA?
Whatever he has. I think it might even be the IBF.
I think it's the IBF he's got.
It's the IBF 154-pound championship.
I ain't got no
and
problem
once
with
again, the best part, it's going to be televised on DAZN and not DAZN pay-per-view. Regular subscriber DAZN, because they want to use Terrence Crawford, the best pound-for-pound fighter in boxing, to boost subscription numbers. So, guys, it's imperative. Subscribe. Don't steal. Subscribe, because they're the ones furnishing the overwhelming majority of TV dates that we see, that we're going to see in 2024. So support DAZN, guys. Subscribe to all platforms, right, that showcase boxing. But this one's big because they're working seemingly with every promoter out there.
Now, I gotta say this. And that's fantastic news. That is fantastic news. But he moving forward. He's fighting for a championship.
At another weight class. That's very
No. I got it. And real quick, Rick will keep me honest about it. I ain't got no problem with none of that. All I'm gonna tell you is this. I don't know what's going on with what. I need to see Bud and EJ in the ring again. I need to see it happen at 54. I want to. The man finna become a champion. Hold on, Joseph. Hold on. I got
very good,
you.
sir.
I'm gonna let you cook, but I gotta get the other brothers in here as well. I gotta get them in here as well. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with that fight. I need to see Bud and EJ at 54. And now, when EJ done been out here looking for championship fights. He's looking for championship fights. And now Bud is going to get a championship. It seems like we got the Tim Tszyu, even though we know Fundora got the nose injury right now, it seems like there's going to be a rematch right there. Right? We know EJ not going to fight Keith Thurman. Go make the Bud fight happen if Bud go beat this man like I think he's going to beat this man. Because who else he going to fight? And the man ain't active enough. It's ridiculous. Let me get my brother Rick. Rick, it's on you. We're going to Crush. We're going to Uncle EJ. We're coming back to you, Joseph, respectfully.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
No problem. It's on you,
Hey.
OG.
Hey man, I just need Bud to stay active. You know, I'm on the same boat with you as far as I totally prefer the Earl rematch at 154. I thought we was gonna get that in December. I thought we probably would have got it 90 days after that. Then we get this cataract talk, and now Earl wants Fundora. Hey, that's fine. I'm long as Bud
No,
stay-
it ain't. Don't lie. Don't
Hey,
lie.
hey
Don't lie.
man, it's
Don't
fine, dog. Look, right, y'all. Look. It's fine because
I don't know.
apparently whatever is it got the damn rematch steady on hold. Let it stay on hold. Let Earl get him a fight in. Let Bud get him a fight. Just like how I feel about Dev and Tank. They both win they upcoming fights. Then Dev and Tank later this year. Hopefully we get Earl and Bud later this year. I'm just gonna remain optimistic, man.
OG Crush, what you got on that?
Wait, who was the question to this time?
Uncle Crush.
Okay.
What up, man?
Salute.
Oh.
Salute, man. Much love. and
So y'all
respect.
know I'm about to make some people upset. That's what I do, because I just speaks the truth.
Piss him
No
off,
in
Unc.
between,
Piss him
none
off,
of that.
Unc. Piss him off, Unc.
None of that. So before I get to speaking, for those who's not familiar with how I get down, do not call me anything but what I am. I'm just straight shooter. I'm not no hater, none of that. Or I will give you a whole book of definitions. So I don't want to have to do that tonight. But anyways, moving right along. So we got Bud Crawford finally making a decision, getting a fight at 154. Well, let me click my heels 1,000 times and hope I don't land on eyes with this bullshit. Who the hell, and why is he fighting this dude that we don't care or know about or don't hold any damn value? Because of a belt, man. I don't wear those type of belts around my goddamn waist, so I ain't worrying about that. Now, how good of a quality of an opponent that he is, y'all, we talking about the best pound for pound goddamn fighter in the sport? I highly argue with that. We ain't see him kick everybody else ass. And his weight class is for a reason. So let's slow down a bit. But this is the reason why you jump on a person's ass like that. He get this much praise and he fight another David Avenija. Y'all get the fuck out of here with that shit. It should have been a goddamn. Hold up, real quick. It should have been him and Earl at 154 with the rematch. You whoop his ass easy again.
Agreed.
Now you come up because you're trying to get a belt and thinking it's going to up your damn money. Listen, bro, you've been in the game long enough. You going for a goddamn belt ain't going to up your damn money. Then the dude that you fighting, he ain't even a cash cow. What are we doing? I'm just going off everything that this man said he was planning to do. I got a couple big fights left and I want Big Green. Well, we already know this dude that he about to fight ain't big bank and he ain't even little bank. He's
I'll
no
tell you
damn
why.
bank. Go ahead, bro. You can go ahead.
Well, EJ, do you have anything to respond first? Because I can tell you exactly what Terrence is thinking, why he's doing it, and when you hear this, and when you hear it,
We go here.
you're going to agree, okay?
We
You want
want
me
to
to
hear.
go first?
Hold on. Real
Yeah,
quick.
you can go first. You can go first, man.
No. Uncle EJ.
Oh,
go ahead.
I thought it was asking me. No,
Uncle
that's all right.
EJ. Hold on. Uncle EJ, get your bars off, man. No. You go first. Get your bars off.
Here's my thought.
Bud wants that fourth division. That's what Bud wants.
I think he's going for legacy, which is more than obvious. He made that abundantly clear that he wanted to. He wanted prestige. He wanted the big money fights. He wanted the big fights. First of all, let's quote him correctly. He wanted the big fights. Money came afterwards. Quote him correctly if you're going to quote him. He said first he wants the big fights only. Then money, the subject of money, came up after. If I am incorrect, someone please correct me. Bring receipts, because I could pull up a receipt. The interviews are out there.
No, I ain't got no problem with it. Go
Now,
ahead.
that being said, him going for the IBF belt, I see nothing wrong with that. All that's going to do is put him in contention. If he, I have to say if he wins, because we never really know. If he wins the IBF belt, that definitely puts him in contention to get either go against Pandora for his 2 belts, which would put somebody with 3 belts. And what's the last belt that's left? And who has it?
We're gonna see what happens.
All right, I'm done with my statement. Sorry, go ahead,
Joseph. I feel it. I know you're ready. To get this one off right here. I'm excited to hear what you're about to say. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead and cook. Go ahead and cook.
Well, it's no cook, guys. It's just news. And once again, guys, you're going to agree with this. There is a plan behind and a method to Terrence Crawford's madness at this time. What was the reason, guys? What was the reason why Spence Crawford 2 wasn't made?
Yeah, I'm hurt by that.
It was the money. No one wanted to pay for the big mammoth, well over $20 million purse demands. Not PBC, not DAZN, not anyone. So how is he going to come up with that money to meet his steep purse demands? Once again, EJ's right. He believes that he has become one of the biggest stars in boxing, and he did with that amazing performance. And so, does he deserve the money? Absolutely. What's the best way to get it, and who's ready to furnish it? He's establishing the relationship with the royal family of Saudi Arabia.
You said EJ or Bud? You said EJ.
I'm sorry. Bud, my apologies. Terrence Crawford. Bud Crawford is establishing with this fight that relationship. Not only is he fighting for a major world title at 54, but he's establishing that big money relationship with Saudi Arabia.
And they're going to have a fight in the States, ain't they?
No, it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. They can afford. Yes, I'm positive about this, sir. They can afford the rematch or any other fight that Terrence wants to be a part of. That's why he's doing this. He's a man of his word. He promised Spence that he would give him the rematch. Don't be surprised after this. And once again, don't we all want to see what Spence has left against either Fundora or Tim Tszyu? Because I do not want to see him fight Terrence Crawford if he's not Errol Spence Jr. again. Does anyone else want to see that?
I'd rather see him fight. Listen. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd rather see him fight Bud than any. That's the fight I want to see.
But if he's not EJ,
hold on. When you say if he's not EJ, once again, I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what it means if he's not EJ. What I'm saying is the man that came in and fought a certain way his entire career, he understand. Okay, he took that L. He said the weight was the biggest problem. Go ahead, move up, and make the rematch. I understand what you're saying when you say it's more about the money than anything. And so I ain't got no problem with it. But at the end of the day, I want to see the fight. As a fan, I want to see if EJ telling me, once again, no excuses made, he moving up to 154, he want to fight at 154, I want to see the fight.
Exactly. So once again, the only way that we're going to see this fight is by way of the only person at this time involved with the sport who has the kind of pockets to fund that event. And Terrence Crawford is establishing that relationship with the royal family of Saudi Arabia. so we can finally get that fight, hopefully, at the tail end of 2024. That's why he's doing it, my friend. Does that make sense to all of you guys?
When you break it down,
Okay.
What about the undercard?
real quick. When you break it down that way, that makes some sense. Well, it make a lot of sense. Respectfully, it make a lot of sense. The only thing is until I see the PC do business with Turkey Alley Shake, until I see one of them things kind of play out, then I mean, I think it's up in there. But if it's the right fight, hey, we'll look forward to it. Chris, what you got on it? We're going to Rick next. We're going to Uncle EJ.
Okay, real quick. So basically, what it sounds like, a Saudi is coming to save Bud's pocket goddamn dream, because the rest of boxing over here, PBC and everybody else ain't trying to pay him no goddamn money that he's asking for. That's what it sounds like. I mean, if that's the case, that's good. But also, you gotta remember this, people. It's also about you gotta have the right goddamn dance partner too. So you gotta think about that. Okay, he getting the money, but they want to see him get the money against some damn body. Y'all think everybody's gonna want to show up and see Bud get all his money against a nobody? Let's just wait and see. That's all I got on it.
Damn, man, I'm not a big fan of DAZN at all. But if this is what it's gonna take, Saudi Arabia, DAZN, for Bud to get paid, for him to get back in the ring to stay active. I mean, I don't care about pay-per-view numbers. I don't care about purse. All I care about is these dudes fight. And for them to go over here to Saudi Arabia, I'm wondering what the undercard gonna look like. Since it's not gonna be pay-per-view, who knows what they throw together? Hell, they're not paying top dollar for it. We can just make up any kind of card. So hopefully it's not just a shitty card. And at the end of the day, dog, all these dudes want to be paid. All these dudes want the accolades, but everybody not gonna get that. You're not gonna get all the money you want. You're not gonna get all the recognition you want unless you kiss ass. You got a certain select type of sponsor behind you, and the political aspect of this boxing shit plays a big part of that too. So I try to stay out of all that, man. Just give me the product in the ring. So again, we got to get Earl and Bud. We got to get Tank and Dev. There's no other way around that, dog. I mean, and you know what, right side, y'all? I really was shocked that Earl, knowing the type of person he is, I fully expected Earl to take that ass whooping, heal himself, get back in that gym, focus. I mean, laser sharp. I'm gonna get my get back 154 as soon as possible. Bud, you gotta whoop me again. And I don't know why that didn't happen, So I've never been critical of Earl. I'm a big fan of Earl. I'm just a bigger fan of Bud. And I pick Earl to beat anybody but Bud, 160 and down. And we all want to see what Earl have left in the tank, because he took a hell of a beating. And it's a big question mark right now. I mean, is he still the same? Was that just an anomaly? He was stressed out. He looked high. He looked drained. Bud caught him on a bad night. Can he fix that? I mean, you ain't faced the real me that night, Bud. Now you got to face the real me. And that's what I thought we was going to get. I mean, the Earl people in the chats every day are speaking more gruff than Earl is about Bud. So salute to Earl, man. I hope he make a super full recovery, because we need to get him back in the ring 100% for him and Bud to settle this, because it's too much controversy going around. Because Bud not going to get full credit until he faced 1,000% Earl at 154. And I'm not going to leave it alone till that happens.
And Rick, Me and you argued. We argued about Bud and EJ. We argued about it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I gotta agree with you. And the reason I gotta agree with you because all of a sudden I became an EJ hater. I hate EJ now. And I'm like, bro, hold on. I don't know, man. We're gonna pass the mic. Uncle EJ, go ahead.
My big thing is this. As long as these guys stay active, yes, I'd love to see a second fight, but not like the first fight. It's definitely got to be different, and we need EJ to be back on his A game. What happened that night? Who knows? Can he give Bud a better fight? Hopefully. Will it happen? If this whole thing and I don't know Joseph to be a liar or a spinster. This fight happens, we're all the better for it. We all are the winners for this fight. All of us. The boxing community in general are the recipient of fucking finally getting fights we want. Anyway, I want to see the fight. I'm giving Earl the benefit of the doubt. I think he's going to be better than he was before. And when these two meet, it's going to be lovely. I'm hoping it's going to be a much better fight, to be completely honest. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a fan of boxing, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Good deal. Hey, I got to bounce right side, and y'all, I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace, man.
Rick.
Have a good one, Rick.
God bless you, Rick. Well, Crush, do you have anything to add, sir, before I express my terms of whether or not we need to see Errol Spence Jr. return to the ring?
Yeah, real quick, and then you got the floor, because I always got to tackle some shit that I don't like. Listen, won't y'all get over this goddamn wet dream with Tank and Dev? They had two different weight classes right now. Until Tank Davis decides to go up to 140, I'm not worrying about no Tank and Dev. They got to be in the same weight class. Y'all need to calm y'all little hyperactive asses down. I'm going to start giving y'all tranquilizers and shit. I keep on telling y'all to keep asking for shit you ain't going to get right now. They in two different weight classes. They are not in the same weight class. They both got two matches coming up. They ain't even took place yet. If y'all don't calm the fuck down and get off the Tank versus Devin Haney dick shit, stop it. There's other stuff going on. Tank is a 135 pounder. Dev is a 147, draining himself at 140. I'm tired of the bullshit. Joseph, you got it.
Wow, that was a mouthful.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, brother. To be honest with you, I'm going to say it like WWF because we just saw WrestleMania 40. So I'm going to tell you like this, brother. The only way I want to see EJ back in the ring, and not you, Electro Jed, Errol Spence Jr., is if he does two things. One, he needs to get back in shape because he looked like a biscuit shy of a heavyweight when he was in the center of the ring on this last pay-per-view on PBC Amazon Prime. He needs some time to get back into fight shape. And two, most importantly, he needs to pay the fiddler. He needs to pay the Piper brother. And the Piper's name right now is Derek James. He needs to pay what he owes him and rectify that wrongdoing, because I am sick and tired of seeing fighters shortchange trainers who devote all of their time, energy into cultivating the best version of that fighter. Now, keep in mind, he might not like the outcome the way it was last July, but Derek James has been with him since at a time when he wasn't making a dime. So pay that man what you owe him, rectify that relationship, get your ass back in the gym, get into fight shape, and by that time, Terrence Crawford should have already dispatched of Izzy Makhmadov and he will have become the newly crowned IBF 54-pound champ. Until he does those two things, oh brother, I don't want to see him anywhere near a ring.
Did you hear what I said, brother? Did you get? Did you hear that, brother?
My goodness. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the and Joseph, I know you more connected. You got the inside sources, so you may possibly know it better than I do. I don't know those actual financial dealings, but I will agree with you. You done been working with this man your entire career. I don't know what you're looking to change or training for at this point. I don't understand it. Matter of fact, you need to make sure you and your trainer have even closer relationship, in my opinion, so you can continue to grow the right way. So I don't know what's going on, but it's interesting. I don't know about the money aspect of it. I don't know.
I could explain that if you'd like, sir.
Go ahead.
And this time I won't do it in my wrestling voice, I promise. So guys, from what I was told from 3 different people knowledgeable of the situation, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but when a fighter gets paid in Nevada, a lot of times the promoter and the network will disclose an amount that is helpful to the fighter, because everyone knows that every fighter in big events of this nature has a lot of hands in his pocket. A manager, advisor, promoter, trainer, nutritionist, all of those guys, right? So to help out the fighter, what they will do is report a fraction of his actual purse to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And if it's for 4 major titles, that's 3% of his purse from every sanctioning organization. So according to what I was told, they only reported that EJ got paid only $2.5 million to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So he would only have to pay 3% of that amount to every sanctioning organization. That's the amount that he used to pay Derek James, which only comes out to $250,000, because his agreement with Derek James, as well as most fighters to trainers, they're entitled to 10%. In actuality, he made closer to $25 million for that fight. So do the math. Derek James is owed over $2 million from Errol Spence Jr., and he's only paid him $250,000. In my opinion, that is stealing.
Hey, I can't disagree with that. If all, and when we talk about back end money, I've heard this multiple times, as far as an individual getting paid, or excuse me, not even getting paid, fouling, as far as saying, I'm taking a guarantee of $2 million. I'm taking a guarantee of $3 million. We heard Tank do it. A lot of individuals, especially with the PBC, because they got that pay-per-view and they brag about it. The pay-per-view, what? Back end money. And so it's interesting. If you only paying your trainer the 10% from your guarantee,
do you know what brought all of this up, brought this to light? Because Derek James found out that Terrence Crawford paid Bomac over $2 million for his head training duties. And he's like, well, wait a minute. If that guy got paid $2 million, and my guy got the lion's share, why did I only get $250,000? That's when the questions started to come up. And justifiably so. That's why we're hearing about this so late after the fight took place.
Well, you know how I feel, Joseph. I mean, I don't involve myself in the money part of any of this because I'm ignorant to it. I don't understand it because with money comes politics. So I'm not a manager. I'm I'm not gonna, and I don't pocket watch. I just want to see the best fight the best, and unfortunately, this is part of the game. I'm glad there's people like you, Joseph, that can explain these things to us, or
Thank you,
explain
sir.
it to me like a 5-year-old, because that's how I hear it. I mean, please explain that. And I don't, and to be completely honest, I don't want to be a part of that conversation. I'm not saying this one in particular, but these guys aren't paying me to watch their pockets and do and put together fantasy boxing leagues. I don't get paid for it, so I'm not putting that much effort. I'm putting my effort into the fight I seen, what I got to say about it, and what I feel the next fight should be or how it would look. And that's what a lot of us do. You've heard me do it, Joseph, and that's where I feel I excel at. But when it comes to mathematics in boxing, ooh, yeah, no bueno.
Real quick, let me ask you this. Who do you think EJ should go now that he's not going to be training with Derek James? What's a good trainer for him? Speaking not about money, speaking the boxing aesthetics of it. We understand.
Ronnie Shields.
Go ahead.
Ronnie Shields from Houston, Texas.
Ronnie is one of the few people that I honestly do know is a decent fucking, a really good coach. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Ronnie Shields would be actually that would be prime for him. But would he put up with would he put up with Ronnie Shields' stringent fucking ways? And because from what I understand, having watched Ronnie Shields talk a few times with Joseph, he's got some no bullshit ways about him.
Yep. Yep.
I like Ronnie.
When he's coming like this, you can get him to drop paper.
Crush, we can't hear you, sir. Please, closer to the mic.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking.
Yeah, I thought he was talking too. Sorry.
No,
yeah, I would agree. I would agree with Joseph. But I don't know a lot of coaches either. I really don't.
Well, here's why I'm telling you Ronnie Shields would be absolutely perfect. One, I can't think of any coach who would want to train Errol Spence Jr. until he rectifies and pays Derek James what he owes him. And rightly so. Would you want to take on a fighter who had just stiffed his last coach? Would you want to start training that guy if you didn't have a safety net in place?
I wouldn't be on that short line.
I'm telling you, Ronnie would do it, and here's why. He is very dear friends with the best attorney in boxing today. And that's a gentleman who also manages fighters. His name is Mr. Mike Miller. So with this gentleman in his corner, Ronnie has no problem taking on that assignment. And two, with all of the badasses that Ronnie, young fighters that he has at 54 and 60, you can't ask for better sparring and preparation for the badass that is Terrence Crawford. But Errol has to get in shape. He has to get in shape because I'm sorry, if he's not the EJ of old, do you really want to see an old EJ in the ring with the best fighter in boxing again?
And that's a fantastic question. And to answer that question, we're gonna bring one of the greatest in, the Bundini, one of an individual I would consider demented at times, not always. But at the end of the day, a brilliant mind, a fantastic individual. We got my brother BVO Boxing in the building, man. BVO, welcome to the show. Did you hear the question? How would you respond? You're on mute, sir.
I didn't hear the question.
Ask the question again, Joseph.
Yes, sir. Until EJ proves that he is in fight shape, because let's just face it, guys, he looked like at least a cruiserweight on fight night with Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. Until he gets into fight shape and until he pays Derek James what he's owed, Do you really want to see an old Errol Spence Jr. in the ring with the best fighter in boxing? Or do you want to see the Errol Spence Jr. of old?
Yeah, I heard that stuff isn't true from somebody close to the camp. I heard that stuff isn't true.
Which one? Which part? The fact that he's almost 200 pounds?
No, that's true. The whole him owing Derek James money.
He does owe him money.
Oh, Lord, we're not gonna.
Well, here's.
Hold on,
Well, I'm gonna explain what BVO actually means, because from a certain perspective.
But you gotta let him explain what he means first before you can explain before he do.
No, because I heard people saying the same thing, and I can explain exactly what they mean.
But I hadn't heard any of it, so I'm trying to hear what he's saying. BVO, go ahead. I'm trying to hear. When you say that Derek James isn't owed money, break it down. I want to hear. I'm trying to hear that. Joseph, he made a point. I want to hear your point.
I just heard that from somebody close to the camp that a lot of that is all overblown. It's just another propaganda to kind of hurt PBC. That's what I heard.
Well, from a certain perspective, they might be right, because if you're looking at the amount that was given to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, which was 2.5, then you're right. If you're looking at that amount, you're right. He doesn't owe him any money. But if you're looking at the full purse amount, yes, he still owes him probably over $2 million. Because I know this for a fact that he only paid him $250,000. That's 10% based on the amount that was given to the Nevada State Athletic Commission on fight night.
I've never heard of a trainer getting a piece of the back end. I've never heard of that.
That's not back end. And look, here's the reason why people think it's back end. Okay? So what was actually his negotiated purse amount? It was over $20 million. He got the lion's share. What they do, promoters, once again, I explained this before he actually came on the program. So what promoters will often do to help out the fighter, because they've got so many hands in their pockets on fight night, including the sanctioning organizations, which take 3% of your purse, to keep that tax to a bare minimum, they will report to the Nevada State Athletic Commission only a fraction of that amount. In this case, it was only 10%. So that's what promoters will often do. It's not back end money. It's the full purse. Does that make any sense to you, sir?
Well, this is somebody who's with Errol every day that I talk to, and unless you were in a negotiations, you know something different than I heard.
Stephen Espinosa is anyway, I get anyway, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to blow my source. Never mind.
There is no issue from what I hear. Because the reason I know there's no issue is because he wouldn't be training Frank Martin if there was. And if you notice that he's training Frank Martin for his upcoming fight with Tank Davis, I mean, it's propaganda. Anything that bad comes out, it always seems to come out about the PBC, which is just ridiculous, man. It's just another propaganda. First, PBC is broke. Now, one of their biggest stars is not paying his trainer. It's a bunch of malarkey, man. It is what it is, man.
So BVO, are you saying that Errol Spence Jr. is still working with Derek James?
Yes, I know that for a fact.
So Derek James is going to be training Errol Spence Jr. in his next fight?
The thing I've heard is I don't even know if Errol is going to fight next. I don't know what his next fight will be. I'm just telling you what I know. Somebody who's with him, they said that he's still working with Derek James, because if you look who's going to be in Frank Martin's corner, it's going to be Derek James. And if they had an issue about money, you sure as hell won't see somebody in the corner that you owe money to for your fighter. So.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe they've come to an understanding. Maybe there was no big deal. But I've heard it from 3 different people that there was an issue with the money. But who knows? In this situation, Errol Spence Jr. is the promoter of Frank Martin. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's interesting. This is an interesting topic, and that's the thing, man. It's a lot of. And I ain't saying y'all don't know for like both of y'all have different sources. Y'all seeing it differently, hearing different things, and we just got to see what happened. We got to see.
Perhaps it was just a misunderstanding. Perhaps it's already been resolved.
Right.
That very well could be the case.
And that's what I'm saying. We just don't know, and so it is what it is. But a hell of a conversation right there. Hell of a conversation. I want to ask this real quick, and we getting ready to shut the show down in a second, but. I want to move to this one quick point here. Talking about and my brother BVO, he does a hell of a job. He doesn't cover this certain conversation. I don't know if you have, Joseph. So I'm gonna come to you first. We're gonna go around the panel after. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. We're hearing that numbers aren't doing what they want them to do. Break it down for us, Joseph. What's going on with that situation? Do you think that Oscar De La Hoya, like I do, is trying to sabotage Ryan Garcia? Or do you think that they're just not doing good numbers? How do you see it?
Well, look, I think it's several different things. One, this is a California or Nevada type of fight. This has no business being in New York State, in which neither fighter. How many times has Ryan Garcia ever fought in New York?
A handful of times, maybe.
I don't even think he's even been there a handful of times, to be honest, because I've never seen Oscar De La Hoya have a relationship with the Barclays Center. That was always an Al Heyman relationship.
And then it's the Barclays, not even Madison Square. Go ahead.
Well, Barclays is fine. That's fine. And Devin Haney. Has he ever fought in New York?
I think he fought in New York once, but
I think
he fought in Madison as well in the small room. So
to the best of my knowledge, okay, these two guys who are from California, that's where they should be fighting, or Nevada. Unfortunately, though, because this is the date that the zone gave them, they weren't allowed to compete a less than a month before the Canelo fight in Las Vegas. So that eliminated that, right? So, and they
how does that work? Hold on, how does that work?
There's a blackout. You cannot compete less than 2 weeks, or for a Canelo date that's reserved. He's the big cheese, and that's just a stipulation made by the MGM Grand, who owns the T-Mobile Arena property, right? That's the way that works. So they were forced to, well, where are we going to put this? They couldn't get a big site fee from anywhere in Southern California. And let's just face it, guys, taxes. You're going to see less and less fights take place in California this year because they've made it almost financially impossible for any promoter to make money.
But New
because
York
taxes are so absurd.
But New York taxes is very close to California tax.
It's very comparable. That's right. So they were forced to make ticket prices way too expensive for this event.
Yeah.
And so this is, not only do you have a terrible location, right, for this fight, because once again, Don Chargan taught me everything I know about the business, the late great Don Chargan. That's why we call ourselves War Week Boxing. And he said, you know what? A hot matchup isn't a hot fight unless it's in the right location. And this fight is not in the right location. That's why ticket sales are so bad. And let's just face it, guys. Ryan Garcia, like, you guys don't have to worry about Oscar De La Hoya sabotaging him. He's doing a very good job of it himself. And so once again, that's not doing anything to help, because let's just look at the odds right now. Right now, according to most race and sports books, okay, that's what most casual and mainstream fans look at to see if this is going to be a competitive fight. And right now, Devin Haney is a minus 1,000. He's a 10-1 betting favorite. Does anyone want to pay $2,000 for a ringside seat to say what most people perceive as being a mismatch? That's the problem, guys. In my opinion, Oscar should talk Ryan Garcia into faking an injury and postponing and rescheduling and moving this fight.
Fake injury.
It happens all the time, unfortunately.
We know. BBO, what you got on it? Go ahead.
Fury.
Uh,
Sorry, I didn't mean that to come out.
As far as what I've heard and learned about that fight was Oscar's not self-sabotaging. It's just unfortunately Ryan's made it very clear that he's not going to re-sign, so he's not doing anything to help his case. But Oscar's been a terrible promoter for a very, very long time. So him having a fight with Ramirez, the next week, where that everybody on that card should have been on this Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney card. It's not on purpose. Oscar's not a very good promoter. That's just what it is. He's not a very good promoter. Same reason why when he had Al Heyman, Richard Schaefer in house, and he did what Oscar tends to do, self-sabotage and ruin that thing. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when you would see Adrian Bronner or Carlos.
I was working with those guys when that happened, my friend.
Yeah, so you remember when they was with Golden Boy. And,
I sure do, brother. That was terrible.
Oscar to no fault of his own, he really is not a good promoter, man. Just like Floyd is not a good promoter if you think about it. I mean, Floyd just kind of did well with building Gervonta, but other than that, think about the Badu Jackson, Mickey Bays, the Richardson Hitchens. He really never hit with any of those guys except Tank. So it's just what it is. Oscar is not a very good promoter. In this fight, we do see a heavy, like as my man just said, a heavy underdog. But when Ryan goes in there and stops him, it's going to just be another way. It's going to put him on a different stratosphere because I don't think people understand. Like Ryan Garcia is not like a push. He's not a push. He's a very talented, very skilled guy. And say what you want. All he needs is one shot, and we've seen that left hand with Lomachenko hit Devin all night. So, as good as Devin is, he can't go to bed. He can't go to sleep. And I think it's going to be crazy because when he does, then they're going to say, well, what happened to all the talk about Ryan was on drugs? That's all crap to build the fight. At the end of the day, Ryan's playing crazy to help build the fight. We don't like it as boxing fans, but let's just be honest here. This is giving this fight so much promotion. And as my man Joseph said it best, it's just in the wrong location. Devin Haney isn't a star like that outside of like a Vegas, or he didn't do very great in the Bay Area. He did okay. He's just not a star that can travel. He's not like a Tank or a Ryan who can go anywhere and kind of make $1 million or two. It just is what it is. It's not casting aspersions against Devin and Bill. It's just it just is what it is. And I think whether win, lose, or draw, I think this is going to be a big fight for these two young guys, and somebody's going to go on and become, a unified. Whether it's Devin Haney or I pick Ryan because I know Ryan, has fought, one of the best guys in the division. I mean, under that division with Tank Davis. So we just know for a fact that unfortunately, Devin Haney put a ski mask on and stole one from Loma. It happens. So it happens. But I think it's going to be a good fight. It's not going to do very good box office-wise, but they're going to lose money, and they're going to move on. And it's not because Oscar's not trying to self-sabotage. Oscar's just not a very good promoter. That's kind of the gist of it.
I ain't mad at it. And I ain't saying Oscar is. I ain't saying that he. Now, I do think he's trying to kill Ryan's career. I ain't gonna hold you. I do think he's doing it on purpose. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, what you got on it? What you got on?
Well, to be completely honest, I didn't want to see Haney and Ryan. I'd rather see Haney and Tito.
Matthias. Woo!
Suda, yeah, Matthias. Yeah, I would love to see that too. I would love to see that fight. But, it is what it is. We got this fight. Ryan kept bitching about it. He thinks he's going to get that sneak shot in. Yeah, well, he's going to have a rude awakening that night. I think, what was it? BBO said that, Ryan got the chance to get that shot in because of, Loma was able to get the left in. There's a big difference in skill set between a Loma and a Ryan. Yeah, and I do agree with you that I feel that Loma won that fight, but that was the best to this day. That's the best that I've seen Devin Haney fight. That's the
Indeed.
best. He brought the best out of Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't even fight that good against Prograis. You know, so that being said, I don't think that.
I don't know what fight you were watching.
Yeah.
But that being said, he's gonna catch a rude awakening. It is what it is. You know, he got a puncher's chance. That's all I can give Ryan right now is a puncher's chance. But that being said, my brother Dub, I really got to step off. My wife needs my attention.
No.
I want to say, Joseph, it's always a pleasure talking to you, my friend.
Likewise,
I'm sorry I missed your show earlier, man. Crush, as usual, you got that opinion that's out there. Gotta love you, brother. I love your fresh take on fighting. I gotta see you guys. God bless Dub, Joseph, and Crush, and also Rick. Y'all have a great one.
God bless you, my friend DJ. It's good to
Hey,
meet you,
take
man.
it easy,
All right,
man.
thanks,
Safe
TJ.
out there.
Always a pleasure busting it up with you.
Be well, OG. Hey, go ahead, Joseph, man. Go ahead, give me your last words, my brother.
Well, I will say this. Thank you to BVO for coming on and sharing that new information, because I really hope that has been rectified. That is one less thing we have to worry about, and that's just great for boxing if they got it rectified. So thank you for sharing that with me, bro. I really appreciate it, because I that really pissed me off, right, when I heard that, right? But thank you, BVO, for that. That sheds a lot of new light on this. Thank you. Dub, thank you once again for visiting our show earlier. And in case you missed it, we went over the scorecards. Well, we went over the scorecards of last night's main event, and we talked about. And one thing I cannot stand, Dub, and you know this, I hate the robbery thing. I hate when fans cry corruption when it's absolutely just not true. Guys, we went over what protocol is with these state athletic commissions, and we proved that there is no corruption, just human error and flaws in the scoring system. So guys, in case you hadn't heard that yet, go check out my last edition of Warweek Radio Chats. You'll see that Dub Right Side was right there. Thank you once again, and this is why I'm returning the favor, brother, and gracing your fine show. And Crush, don't be a stranger, man. Come and visit me for a second.
Oh yeah, I'll come and see you, Joe, for sure, man. I'll be over there with you, man. I'll come and check you out. I appreciate the invite.
Excellent, brother. And you know what, man? You're always welcome. You always provide a lot of your opinion, and it's very entertaining, brother. So keep doing what you do. Much respect. Dub, thank you, brother, once again. God bless all of you.
Hey, much love. Appreciate you showing up, Joseph. Keep doing your thing, my brother. Crush, we got the big homie in the building. We got the OG in the building. The greatest man alive, according to himself, respectfully.
Hey, Dub, but guess what, Dub? I gotta correct you on that one, Dub.
Go
I
ahead.
ain't the one that start calling me the greatest. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. All my names that I have, I didn't make any of them up. All my names is earned to me. Crush the Legend, all the shit they call me, Grandpa, Old Man. Yeah, every name has been given to me. I'm gonna tell you who started the greatest man alive, bro. Shout out to Ricky Williams, because he's the one that started calling me the greatest man alive. See, I didn't do what Ali did, y'all. I didn't call myself the greatest. I just tell y'all I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet Earth, and I make you antifreeze. That's the only thing I ever say. But all other stuff, hey, people say, man, this fits your character. So there it is. I am the fucking greatest, goddamn Dub. Who won it? Who won it? I will gratefully spank that ass in any category that you would like to get spanked in. I'm great, just like we all are great. But we got to know when we are at our prime and when we are great, and when we more so less great in our lives. So I understand that my greatness comes from the footprint that I put out there, and I appreciate it very well. But Dub, I'm glad you back, bro. It's first time in wow, maybe almost a half a year since you've been live, bro. So we've been missing it. You always bring the dope cook and everything. You know how you get down. You know you like Marvin Hagler out here in these boxing streets, man. You ain't going for that shit. Neither am I, but it's glad to see you back. You know I'm a part of you, man. Anytime you cooking, I'm coming and drumming, bro. So I appreciate you having me again. Quick announcement. Let's make sure y'all start checking out BBO Boxing. Coffee and Donuts will be on the BBO channel. That's coming soon. BBO's reached out to me. Asked me to bring my show over there. Why not? If any of y'all would have asked, I'll bring my shit. I got a lot of shit.
I was gonna ask you to be, go ahead. Hey, I was gonna ask you to be a co-host on the show every now and then. So, but okay.
I got you, Dub, and I can co-host with you too. Shit, let's go.
That's fair.
This is what you call greatness when you putting it down all over the place where you need to be and you stay in your own lane while you doing you. That's what I do. I don't try to do everybody else. That's why y'all got to get a clear understanding of me. I don't try to do everybody else. I just try to do me so y'all can clearly see what the hell is really going on out here. That's all I got to say, Dub. Love you, bro.
Hey, much love and respect, Crush, man. You know what it is. And keep doing your thing. Hey, everybody go check the OG out, man. Coffee and Donuts now being hosted on the BBO network. Shout out to BBO. That's my brother as well. Man, Crush, do your thing, man. And I'm looking for big things for you because you're a brilliant mind and your delivery is second to none. It's second to none.
Thank you, man. It's impeccable. See, when you used to be a MC, a public speaker, you know, that's my background. Hosting shows and everything. So the delivery always been there because of other things that kind of like trained for my delivery to be the way that is, because I always been a part of something with a microphone behind it, no matter if it's public speaking, poetry group, all that shit. So I appreciate the compliment, man. And that's where it comes from. And I'm passionate about everything that I talk about, people. I'm just a passionate person. But I ain't motherfucking called Thomas fucking soft either. I might be passionate, but ain't nothing soft about me. I bring it down like an anvil and an avalanche on your damn ass, and I'm only a lightweight. You understand me? I'm only a lightweight. I ain't gonna act like I'm bigger than what I am. People used to think I was tall. I had to tell everybody, man, I'm the same height as Tank Davis. They was thinking I was 6'1", 6'2". Oh no. I'm 5'4".
Hey, DMX ass me, man. DMX ass me.
I'm 5'4", but you ain't gonna step on this little ass. I'm little, but ain't that damn little. You fuck around and get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, Crash, you 5'4".
5'4", man. 5'4", 138 pounds exactly.
Bro, I'm 6'5", bro.
You sound like you 6'5" or 6'6", man. At least you sound like that, like, man. You know you got some tall guys. They voices is lighter than mine. And I'll be thinking like, dude, you're a little too big and a little too bulky to be sounding like this, dog. You know, I'm an excuse a little bit. I'm in a half a pipe crew, so you know I can sound a little squeaky, a little foggy, froggy, and all that different stuff, man.
But Crush, man, all I can tell you is you do a hell of a job, man. You always come with a fantastic opinion, and man, I just love being on the panel with you. So,
yeah, you know, I love to talk boxing, man.
We don't always agree, but damn it,
nope. We don't agree all the time.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Well, we're gonna make that. So we getting ready. We started a couple other channels. We're gonna have a Cowboys channel. We're gonna have a Bulldog channel. We're gonna have a politics channel. We're gonna talk politics out this motherfucker.
Dub, I'm there wherever you need me at, bro. I'm there with you. Just call me. I'm well-rounded, baby. I'm well-rounded.
And so we're gonna get like BBO got the nation going. We getting the right side nation started over here. You know what I'm saying? We might call it exactly. We go. The right side nation is nice. Anyways, but hey man, appreciate you, OG, for coming through, and we will do it again, my friend. And thank you for all the love and respect you show. It's nothing but love and respect to you, and thank everybody who tuned in tonight. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, and yeah, we gonna be cooking. Y'all finna see me live damn every night, cause we finna be cooking on some shit. I'm just telling you.
Yep, we will be. I'll be there for the co-hosting, brother. You got it.
Hey, much love and respect. You know what it is, huh? Hey, man, thank everybody for tuning in. Let me go through real quick, man. We had, I was shocked, man. We had the family in the bit, and I didn't even know. I wasn't even talking at the time, bro. I wasn't even talking. I apologize to anybody who was listening, and I had my own cell phone mute. It's a damn shame, but it happens in this YouTube game. Man, we had Dank Father in the building. We had my uncle EJ in the building. My brother Kazi is in the building. Texas Rattlesnake is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Picasso, the big homie is in the building. Shout out to Picasso, man. Much love and respect, Picasso. Sir Isaac in the building. Raider in the building. My brother Steph in the building. We had Mr. Gennaro Hill in the building. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love and respect. The OG Crush was in the building, of course. Go Good. Shout out to Go Good, man. My first seeing you here, bro. Thank you for coming through. Much love and respect. I appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you sticking it out with us tonight. And, man, you always welcome over here, man. Just know you're always welcome. We had BVO. He came through. Alonzo came through, man. Shout out to Alonzo, man. Joseph Herring came through. Rick Timms III, my big brother from the sunny side of Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, no affiliation with Jay Prince, respectfully. And so, man, shout out to all y'all, man. Much love and respect. I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you telling me it's a good show, and y'all keep doing y'all thing. We will be live moving forward. Hey, we gonna be. I might just pop up on you. Make sure y'all hit the bell, man. Hit the notification button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And we're gonna be going live a little more than we've been going live. And like I said, we got some other shows we're gonna be bringing you as well. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Much love and respect. And like I want to tell y'all, man. Make sure you keep it respectfully. That's what you got to do. Shout out to y'all, man. Just know when you're over here, you're rocking on the right side.